One reason why we have not created the kind of world that all of us would want to live in is too many people are busy looking up. Too many people are interested in other planets. They're not interested in this planet. For every aspect of their life, they're checking out with other planets. And further, too many people are in service of heaven. They're not on service of this earth. I think right now we need people who are in service of this earth, not heaven. I believe if heaven is closer to divine than where we are, if that is so, I believe they're a little more organized than us, they don't need help from us. This has been a major problem on the planet. Anything that is valuable for a human being, anything that is good, the highest aspects of human life have unfortunately been exported to heaven. For example, if you say love, people say God is loving. We do not know whether God is loving or not. Human beings are capable of love. It is very, very important that people understand human beings are capable of love, human beings are capable of compassion, human beings are capable of joy and blissfulness. All the good things that are possible for a human being, unfortunately have been exported to heaven. If we want to create the kind of world that we want to, we need to understand whatever you refer to as God, the idea of God has entered our mind only because we have seen creation around us. Because there is creation, we have assumed a creator. God is a great creator. What you refer to as God is a source of creation. That source of creation has not failed us, has done a fantastic job. But now the question is about management. If you want to leave the management in the hands of the Creator, He will manage it in His own way, according to His agenda. But that's not what you want. You want life to happen the way you want it. Now, for example, let's say all of you here are the India soccer team for the next World Cup, and I am the coach. So these next 4 years, everything that you need to know about football is taught to you. Everything that I know about football is poured into you in so many ways. Now, the time to play the match has come. You're on the field and the ball comes near your foot, but you look at me, then it's no good. You've seen those coaches sitting there and boiling, nothing happens. Because now, once you're on the field, it's your job. So this is the same thing. The Creator has done a fantastic job. Now you're here. It is for you and me to see how to manage this, how we want it, how to keep this world, how, in what condition would all of us enjoy it best is something that we have to look at. So at every stage in our life, we tend to think, this is it. If this one thing happens, everything will be fine with my life. You reach there and you realize that's not it, and you postpone it to something else and something else. This is going on. The first and foremost thing is, you must be clear what is it that you really want. If you do not know what you want, the question of creating it doesn't arise. If you look at what you really want, what every human being wants is, he wants to live joyfully, he wants to live peacefully. In terms of his relationships, he wants it to be loving and affectionate. Or in other words, all that any human being is seeking for is pleasantness within himself, pleasantness around him. If this pleasantness, if it happens in our body, we call this health and pleasure. If it happens in our mind, we call this peace and joy. If it happens in our emotion, we call this love and compassion. If it happens in our energy, we call this blissfulness and ecstasy. This is all that a human being is looking for. Whether he is going to his office to work, he wants to make money, build a career, build a family, he sits in the bar, sits in the temple, he is still looking for the same thing. Pleasantness within, pleasantness around. If this is what we want to create, I think it's time we addressed it directly and commit ourselves to creating it. So you want to create yourself as a peaceful human being, joyful human being, loving human being, a pleasant human being on all levels. And do you also want a world like this? A peaceful world, a loving world, a joyful world? No, I want greenery, I want food. When we say a joyful world, that means everything that you want has happened. So this is all that you're looking for. So all that you need to do is commit yourself to creating it, to create a peaceful, joyful and loving world, both for yourself and everybody around you. Every day in the morning, if you start your day with this simple thought in your mind, that today, wherever I go, I will create a peaceful, loving and joyful world. If you fall down 100 times in the day, what does it matter? For a committed man, there is no such thing as failure. If you fall down 100 times, 100 lessons to be learnt. If you commit yourself like this to creating what you really care for, now your mind gets organized. Once your mind gets organized, the way you think is the way you feel, your emotion will get organized. Once your thought and emotion is organized, your energies will get organized in the same direction. Once your thought, emotion and energies are organized, your very body will get organized. Once all these four are organized in one direction, your ability to create and manifest what you want is phenomenal. You are the creator in many ways.